Are you absolutely exhausted by the constant churn, the never-ending speculation, and the almost unbearable tension surrounding the Atlanta Falcons quarterback situation? For months, it has felt like we've been caught in a strategic stalemate, a high-stakes chess match where every move seems to create more questions than answers. But what if I told you there's a proposed solution? It's a trade scenario that not only makes immediate, undeniable sense for our beloved Falcons, but also for another NFC contender. Could this be the move that finally cuts through the noise, clears the path, and sets Atlanta firmly on its desired trajectory? The offseason saga of the Atlanta Falcons quarterback room has been nothing short of a labyrinthine drama, a narrative so intricate it could rival any primetime series. We signed Kirk Cousins, a four-time Pro Bowler, to a colossal 4-year, $180 million deal, only to then shock the entire NFL world by drafting Michael Penix Jr. 8th overall just weeks later. The fallout has been immense, a swirling vortex of debate, confusion, and a palpable sense of unease about the team's long-term vision. But now, a fascinating trade proposal has emerged, one that could potentially untangle this Gordian knot, sending Cousins back to his old stomping grounds with the Minnesota Vikings in exchange for quarterback Sam Howell, a 7th-round draft pick, and some crucial financial considerations. Let's break down why this seemingly audacious move isn't just a pipe dream, but a strategic masterstroke that could benefit both franchises immensely. First, consider the Minnesota Vikings' perspective. Their biggest looming question mark for the 2025 season revolves around the readiness of their promising rookie, J.J. McCarthy. While the talent is undeniable, the leap from college to the full-throttle NFL is monumental, and every team needs a reliable veteran insurance policy. Sam Howell, whom the Vikings acquired earlier this offseason, has unfortunately struggled to demonstrate that he can be that dependable safety net. His consistency has been elusive throughout training camp, culminating in a particularly rough outing against the Patriots in Week 2 of the preseason. Howell managed to complete a mere 1 of 5 passes for a paltry 13 yards, throwing a costly interception. Beyond the raw numbers, the performance highlighted a more profound issue. His decision-making process continues to be agonizingly slow, opening the door for even an undrafted rookie like Max Brosemer to seriously challenge him for the QB2 spot for the Vikings. A reunion with Kirk Cousins would instantly stabilize their quarterback depth chart. Cousins spent 6 seasons in Minnesota, where he not only became intimately familiar with their offensive system, but also established himself as a highly productive passer. Bringing him back would provide McCarthy with a proven, experienced mentor, and a rock-solid safety net should injuries or growing pains emerge. It's a move that mitigates risk, provides immediate veteran leadership, and allows McCarthy to develop at a pace that's truly beneficial for his long-term success, rather than being rushed into action before he's truly prepared. The familiarity with the playbook alone would make Cousins an invaluable asset, allowing him to step in seamlessly if needed, giving the Vikings a legitimate chance to compete even if McCarthy isn't quite ready for prime time. Now let's pivot to the Atlanta Falcons side of the equation, where this trade truly shines as a potential escape hatch from their self-imposed quarterback conundrum. The Falcons have been remarkably transparent about their desire to offload at least a portion of Cousins' future salary, a necessity born from the unprecedented decision to draft Penix so high just after signing their veteran starter. Moving Cousins back to Minnesota would achieve precisely that, providing significant financial relief. This proposed deal would save Atlanta approximately $11 million against Cousins' substantial $27.5 million base salary for the upcoming season. That's not just pocket change. That's crucial cap space that can be reallocated to shore up other areas of the roster or provide flexibility for future moves. Beyond the financial windfall, the Falcons would also gain a later-round pick on the 3rd day of the draft, a 7th-rounder, with the potential to elevate to a 6th-rounder if negotiations are favorable. While not a blockbuster return in terms of draft capital, every pick is valuable, offering another opportunity to add young talent to the roster. Furthermore, they would acquire Sam Howell, a developing backup on an incredibly cheap rookie contract. While Howell has had his struggles, he's still a young quarterback with potential, and a change of scenery and a less immediate spotlight could do wonders for his development. He represents a low-cost, high-upside option for the backup role, stark contrast to the financial commitment tied to Cousins. Perhaps most importantly, this trade would unequivocally clear the path for Michael Penix Jr. to fully embrace and embody the QB1 role without the immense shadow of Kirk Cousins looming over him. The Falcons front office invested heavily in their second-year quarterback, signaling a clear vision for the future. Having Cousins on the roster, even if he were technically the starter, would inevitably create a complex and potentially contentious dynamic in the locker room. It would raise questions about the timeline for Penix's ascension and could breed unnecessary division. This trade aligns the entire roster with the front office's bold vision, sending a clear message that Penix is the future, and the team is fully committed to his growth and eventual leadership. It removes any ambiguity, allowing Penix to develop without the pressure of a high-priced veteran breathing down his neck. Fostering a healthier environment for his progression, it is genuinely uncommon for a trade proposal to fit so neatly into the strategic needs of two separate franchises, but this one appears to be a rare exception. The Vikings would solve their immediate quarterback depth concerns, acquiring an experienced signal caller who knows their system inside and out, providing vital insurance for their promising rookie. The Falcons, on the other hand, would resolve their highly publicized quarterback controversy, recoup valuable draft capital, and save millions of dollars in the process, all while giving their chosen future, Michael Penix Jr., an unobstructed path to the starting role. Of course, the Falcons could choose to play the waiting game, hoping that another team becomes desperate for quarterback help as the season approaches or injuries mount. Time is a luxury in the NFL, and the longer they wait, the more complicated the situation could become, and the less leverage they might have. If the Falcons are truly committed to moving on from Kirk Cousins while simultaneously maximizing his value and creating a clear runway for Penix, then Minnesota represents arguably the cleanest, most logical, and mutually beneficial destination. For this pivotal transaction, this isn't just a trade. It's a strategic realignment that could define the next era for the Atlanta Falcons. What do you think, Falcons fans? Is this the bold, decisive move our team needs to make to finally put the quarterback saga behind us and fully embrace the Michael Penix Jr. era? Or are there other factors we should be considering? Let us know your thoughts, your hopes, and your frustrations in the comments section below. And if you're as ready as we are for some clarity and a clear path forward for the Falcons, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for all the latest and most insightful Falcons analysis.